Welcome to the Stoic Tide. There is something rare about men who move through chaos as if time itself slows for them. Something magnetic about those who walk into a storm, yet remain calm while others drown in noise. They don't seek the spotlight. They are the spotlight. Their stillness commands more attention than another man's shouting. Their eyes hold a quiet certainty that says, "I have faced myself, and I did not look away." In a world addicted to validation, they walk differently. Not because of arrogance, but because of command. A command born not from ego, but from discipline. Forged habit by habit, tested in silence. Today, we speak of 4 habits that silently separate the men of depth from the men of distraction. 4 habits that do not just make you attractive, they make you unshakable. To be high value is to be untouchable by the chaos of others. It's to possess emotional sovereignty, the ability to stay centered, no matter who tries to pull you off balance. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. Every man must face this truth eventually. When you react to every insult, every rejection, every flicker of judgment, you hand over your power. You become a puppet dancing to emotions that others control. But when you remain still, when you pause, breathe, think, you reclaim your throne. This is mastery of the self. The Stoics never said to kill emotion. They taught us to understand it, to dissect it until it loses control over you. Epictetus reminded us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. A high-value man is not emotionless. He is emotionally disciplined. When others rage, he remains composed. When others seek revenge, he seeks understanding. When others crave validation, he stays indifferent. His calmness unsettles the unstable, because his silence reminds them of their own lack of control. But make no mistake, calm does not mean weak. It means strategic. You choose your responses like a king choosing his battles. You do not waste words on those who cannot hear. You do not bleed energy on things you cannot command. Emotional sovereignty isn't loud. It's quiet power. The silence before you speak. The pause before you act. The stillness that makes others wonder. What gives you that calm? And the world will test it. It will poke, provoke, and press to see what breaks you. Each time you master your reaction, you forge another plate of invisible armor, the kind that defines true masculinity. Discipline is not punishment. It is self-respect. It is daily proof that you control your desires before they control you. Seneca wrote, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Most men today are slaves, not to chains, but to comfort. They wake when they feel like it. They eat what they crave. They chase pleasure instead of purpose. They speak of goals, but never execute. They envy disciplined men while drowning in excuses. But a high-value man understands, discipline is freedom. It's the foundation upon which every powerful life is built. He trains not for vanity, but for command. He rises early not for applause, but for advantage. He chooses silence over gossip, simplicity over chaos, focus over distraction, and you can feel it when he walks into a room. His energy is steady, his gaze unwavering, his words deliberate. You sense he has fought internal wars, and won. That aura, that quiet dominance, comes from keeping promises to yourself. Every time you keep your word, you build integrity, and integrity radiates. It sharpens your posture, your voice, your presence. In a world where shortcuts are worshipped, discipline is rebellion. And rebellion is magnetic because real power isn't given, it's earned. And discipline is the currency. Remember, the undisciplined man seeks comfort now and pays with regret later. The disciplined man pays discomfort now and collects freedom for life. There is something terrifyingly powerful about a man who moves in silence, who builds without broadcasting, who grows without announcing, who transforms without posting proof. The modern world worships display. Everyone wants to be seen, to be validated, to be acknowledged. But a man of depth, he moves quietly. He doesn't seek the crowd's applause. He seeks the satisfaction of progress known only to himself. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. That is silent purpose. To let your actions speak the language of your character. To walk so steadily that noise becomes irrelevant, because the loudest man in the room is almost always the weakest one." True strength has no need to announce itself. The Stoics warned that attention is a drug, and it enslaves the mind. Once you crave it, you become its prisoner. You start performing instead of living. The man of silent purpose has no need to perform. He's too busy building. While others debate, he executes. While others scroll, he studies. While others seek attention, he sharpens his craft in the shadows. He lets success arrive unannounced. He lets results speak. And when they do, the world listens. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Don't talk about your principles when live them. Don't explain your values and show them. Don't promise transformation, embody it. The more silent your work, the louder your results will echo. Silence sharpens focus. Focus gathers energy, and gathered energy becomes gravity. When you conserve your power, not spilling it through endless talk and validation, you begin to emanate something heavier, deeper. Presence. The kind that doesn't need words. The kind that draws attention without ever asking for it. Because the truth is simple. Lions do not need to announce that they are lions. And neither do you. Nothing reveals the true value of a man more than how he handles pressure. When insults are thrown, plans collapse, and everything inside screams react. That is when your worth is measured. Most men are slaves to emotion. Their anger burns bridges. Their fear freezes them. Their pride blinds them. But the man who can stand still in chaos radiates a strength that others cannot look away from. Epictetus wrote, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The Stoics believed external events hold no power over us. Only our judgment does. You can't stop the storm, but you can steer the sail. You can't silence the world, but you can quiet your mind. Emotional discipline doesn't mean suppression. It means command. It's observing emotion rise, understanding its source, and deciding if it deserves your action. Anger, fear, jealousy, despair, they knock on every door. But you decide who enters. Marcus Aurelius, betrayed and tested beyond measure, still reminded himself each night, you have power over your mind, not outside events. That single truth separates ordinary men from extraordinary ones. Because when you can't be shaken by what happens outside, you become unstoppable inside. Emotional discipline makes you magnetic. It's what makes people lean in when you speak softly. It's what keeps you grounded when others lose themselves. Every insult you ignore, every temptation you resist, every moment you choose reason over reaction. It all compounds into invisible power. You stop being reactive. You start being deliberate. People can sense it. They don't know why. But your calm unnerves them. Your composure demands respect, even in failure. Emotional discipline turns collapse into composure. Because you've learned that adversity doesn't break you, it builds you. Seneca said it best. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior, and that is what this habit is, the lifelong conquest of the self. Every time you master your emotion, you harden your spirit, until one day nothing external can disturb your internal empire. You become a mountain, unmoved, deliberate, grounded. Your peace becomes your power. Your restraint becomes your weapon, because once you command yourself, no one else can. Narrator, calm, warm. There will always be noise. There will always be storms. But the men who learn stillness, who choose calm over chaos, they shape the world in silence. So remember these 4 habits: emotional sovereignty, ruthless self-discipline, silent purpose, emotional discipline. Master them, and you will carry a presence that speaks louder than words. Because calm is rare, and rarity commands respect. If this message resonated with you, like, share, and subscribe to the Stoic Tide. Join this brotherhood of men who choose depth over distraction, strength over noise, and virtue over vanity. Your journey toward mastery doesn't end here. It begins every morning you choose to rise with calm and act with purpose. The Stoic Tide, calm the chaos. Master the mind.